Hi, welcome to the Success Portal with me, Dr. Franklin, life strategist. Today, I will be talking to you about the importance of believing in yourself. And in the past few weeks, I have been looking at ancient Egypt. What really struck me was the time that the Egyptians spent in building their temples, building their pyramids, and decorating their temples, decorating the different tombs, and various artworks that they made, and their attention to detail, them striving for excellence. That was truly amazing, and some of their artwork up to today is remarkable, and it has really fascinated a lot of people worldwide. I know in one documentary they talked about the French and the English actually fighting over pieces of artwork made in Egypt, and people were traveling from far and wide just to go and look at the pyramids and look at the different art pieces of art that were made about 5,000 and 3,000 years ago. And the fascination of ancient Egypt has only grown. I was surprised to see that in one of the documentaries that there are actually professors that have studied Egyptology, and that's really amazing, and it really spoke to me, and I began to ask myself questions like, how is it that these people who existed about 5,000 plus years ago were able to design stuff that would last for centuries? They were able to carve out statues. They were able to paint wonderful paintings that could last for centuries without actually being damaged by by the elements. So it was really amazing for me, and of course, at the root of or their motivation behind building the temples and the pyramids has got to do with their religious beliefs. They believed very strongly in the importance of preparing for the afterlife. So some of them spent years and years gathering up resources for them to build tombs, to build pyramids, like for the kings, in order to prepare them for the afterlife, especially for the pharaohs. Those are the kings. It was very important for them that they were very well prepared for the afterlife, because they were in the place of God per se, and they were necessary. It was very important that their passage to the afterlife was smooth, because they were some sort of guardian for those Egyptians who were left alive once they had departed. So a lot was invested in the funerary rites of the king. Besides their belief in the afterlife, there was also something very interesting in the day-to-day living of the Egyptians, and that they always aimed for excellence, and they were one of the most cleanest, could I say, tribes that we know of, because I was even listening to one documentary where they were saying that priests would bath, I think, 2 to 3 times a day, and Egyptian women spent a lot of time attending to their makeup. They wanted to look presentable, they wanted to look clean, and they dressed in elaborate clothing. There was a lot that they would put into how they looked outwardly, and even in their homes, how their homes were, and how their places of interactions were. There was a lot that they really put into all of their day-to-day living, and even their infrastructure. So, having gathered all this information about ancient Egypt, I began to ask myself, why did the Egyptians spend so much time and invest so much time into building all these wonderful edifices? Why did they spend so much time making all these different types of artifacts and painting exquisite pictures? Some of the structures that they built are still present in our present day, and these structures have withstood the test of time. They have been standing for centuries, and they have actually brought in a lot of income for present day Egypt and are contributing to the economy in a huge way, because people travel far and wide to come and see the pyramids, to come and experience ancient Egypt. And some people are even studying Egyptology. As I mentioned, that they are professors of Egyptology, like study of ancient Egypt. Isn't that amazing that the time that the ancient Egyptians invested into building all these wonderful structures have stood for centuries and now are a worldwide spectacle? Why did they invest so much of their resources into building the structures? It's because they believed in their nation. They believed that Egypt was a powerful nation, and they believed that Egypt would dominate the world, or their part of the world that they knew. They believed that they could influence other nations to follow them because they had a superior way of living, and hence they did not hold back in spending towards the different edifices that they built. They put in gold. They spent hours and hours designing and finally completing those structures. So for one pursuing success, it speaks to me volumes. It teaches me that when you believe in what you have, when you believe in your potentials, when you believe in your gifting, you will not hold back in terms of investing the necessary amount of time in developing your talent, developing your gifting, developing your potentials. When you believe in what you have, and when you believe that what you have can change the life of other people, can better the lives of people around you, can transform the world, you will not hold back when it comes to investing time in your gifting. You will not hold back when it comes to getting the necessary material you need to develop your gifting. You will not hold back when it comes to attending networking functions, conferences, seminars that are going to build you up and make you a better person. You will not hold back when it comes to spending time focusing on your internal giftings and developing yourself as an individual, because you believe in what you are carrying and you are confident that what you are carrying can change your generation. We have seen so many great leaders coming and going, but I want to tell you that even today, the world is in great need of leaders. And in fact, right now, as I speak, in so many nations of the world, there is a leadership crisis. And I know that there are people who are holding the answers to these nations, but they are stuck somewhere in a pit, maybe depressed, maybe feeling sorry for themselves. But this is the time that you need to get up and then to clean yourself up. Begin to believe in your potentials. Begin to believe in what you have. Don't look down on what you have. Work on it. Grow it. Because you will be surprised of what you can achieve and what you can become if you give yourself a chance. You need to give yourself a chance. You need to give yourself time to develop, and you will definitely do great things. Thank you so much for listening to me. This is Dr. Franklin, life strategist on the Success Portal. And I want to see you again because I've got wonderful content on the way. I encourage you to subscribe and watch other videos on this channel. Till next time, goodbye.